السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Question number 30. ما أنواع الفعل المتعدي؟ What are the different types of فعل متعدي؟ للفعل المتعدي ثلاثة أنواع. So anytime you see a transitive verb, right, transitive verb, it has three types. Three types of transitive verbs. Okay, transitive verb. So what are the three types? One, ما يتعدى إلى مفعول به واحد. One, only one object. It'll take only one object. ما يتعدى إلى مفعولين. What takes two objects? Two objects. وما يتعدى إلى ثلاثة مفاعيل. And the third is three objects. Very simple. One مفعول به, two مفعول بهs, and three مفعول بهs. Correct? So will a verb take three objects also? Yeah. There are some verbs which take three مفعول بهs. So the action is transferred to three things. Three things. Okay. So what are those? So we'll explain. ما يتعدى إلى مفعول به واحد. ما يتعدى إلى مفعول به واحد. What is transitive to one مفعول به? This is the most common one, right? Which is transitive to one مفعول به. نحو طرق الرجل الباب. The man knocked the door. So this الرجل is the file and baba is the مفعول به. Right? The man knocked the door. So he knocked the door. أغلقت الأم النافذة. The mother closed the window. Window. So al-ummu is the file. The mother is the one who's doing the action. And nafidhata is the maf'ulun bi. طلب المعلم الإجابة. The muallim, the teacher requested the answer. So this ijabata. So how many maf'ulun bi is one? This is also one. This is also one. Correct? One maf'ulun, non maf'ulun. One maf'ulun bihi. ما يتعدى إلى مفعولين وهو نوعان. So what takes two maf'ulun bihi transitive to two maf'ulun bihis, and just two types. So again, you divide two types. ما يتعدى إلى مفعولين أصلهما المبتدا والخبر. So it takes two objects, but it is أصلهما مبتدا خبر. It was actually a mubtada and a khabar. It was actually a full sentence. Right? It was actually a full sentence. وهي ثلاثة أقسام, and it is again divided into three types. And it is again divided into three types. So remember, right? So one object is done, right? One maf'ulun bihi is done. There's no types in it. When it comes to two objects, it divides into basically into two. And then the first one is divided into three. Okay, this is what it was a sentence before, mubtada khabar. And then it is divided into three, and we'll look into those three now. Af'alul khulub. First one, af'alul khulub, or they are also called af'alul yaqeen. The verbs of the heart. The verbs of the heart. Ra'a, alima bima'na i'taqada. Ra'a, to see. It is not literal seeing, but to know or believe. بمعنى اعتقد, with the meaning of belief. تعلم بمعنى علم, and تعلم, to know, in the meaning of alima. Wajada, to find someone or something. Dara, to know something. Alfa is also to find. Nahu, وجد السائح مصر ضاعية. So this finding, see, wajada السائح. The sayah is the tourist. Saha yasihu is the one who tours or visits. So Zair, tourist found Misra. He found Misra what? As ra'i'atan, good. Or Raya is wonderful. So there are two maf'ulun bihis now. And this is called af'alul khulub. He found it wonderful in the sense that he found it, through his heart. Right? Fabulous. He found it fabulous. So we said this is fi'l, this is fa'il, this is maf'ulun bihi awwal, and this is maf'ulun bihi thanin. Correct? So these are called af'alul qulub. Af'alul qulub or af'alul yaqeen. Yaqeen. So there's certainty here. Right? Because he's finding it fabulous, that means he's certain that it is fabulous. According to him, of course. So this is certainty. أفعال اليقين. And then we have أفعال الرجحان. Where you're not certain about it. So it's called أفعال الرجحان. ظن, thinking. حسب, to think. Yeah, same thing. خالة, to خالة is also to think or to imagine something. خيال. زعم, to claim something. جعل, to make someone or to yeah, claim that make someone is so and so. Haj, I don't know this word. Haja, adda, counted, bima'ana dhanna. Hab is also to imagine. Hab. Haja is also to think, I think. Haja. Yeah, haja is also dhanna. Haja also means to think. Haja. Adda is also to count, but I count in the meaning of dhanna. Nahu. ظن المتسابق السباق سهلا. المتسابق swimmer or the متسابق racer, yeah, competitor, yeah. So متسابق thought that the sibaq is race, yeah. So the racing guy thought that the sibaq race uh, is easy, is easy. So he thought two things. He thought that the race as being easy. ظن المتسابق السباق سباق سهلا. Or you can say the competitor thought the competition was easy. So you see two maf'ulun bihis. Now, is he having certainty here? Right? He's just thinking. He thinks that. He's not certain. So this is called rujhan. Rujhan. You are there's you're not certain, but you have a indication, inclination towards it. And أفعال التصيير والتحويل. The third type is change. تصيير جعل تصيير and تحويل. Same thing, change. Like سيارة to change, رد to return someone, ترك to leave, اتخذ to adopt. اتخذ is also to adopt, I guess. اتخذ. جعل to make something into something. Hab bimana sayyara. Hab also in the meaning of sayyar, to change. For example, sayyara sayyarat sani'u al-qutna khamisan. And the guy, Sani', the producer, changed cotton into a shirt. This is takhida yadkhadu. Takhida. Takhida also means ittakhada. Takhida yadkhadu. So the sana is the sana is to make. Sana is like Sunia fil Hind, made in India. So sana is the creator, the maker. So the maker changed cotton into khamis, cotton into al-qutna khamisan. So this guy is making cotton into a shirt. So two mafulun these, no? Changing. So here there's no thinking involved. He's making something into something. He's making A into B, right? Okay. So A becomes B. So this is what is called change. Af'alu tahwil, change. This is the third type. Third type. Okay. So now again, let's go back to it. What are we learning? Which takes two maf'ulun bihis, right? Two objects. So we learned that two objects. The first one is it was a sentence. A sentence. So it was a sentence. So in 10 sentence, there were three types. One, certainty. Right? Certainty. And then second one is, inclination. Rujhan. He has some inclination. And the third is change. Tahwil or tasir. So these were asluhuma mubtada khabar. They were asliya, because if you delete this, wajada sa'ihu, if you delete this, misru ra'iyatan. Misr is good. So it's a complete sentence. I mean, you can make a sentence with these two words. So this is mubtada and this is khabar, right? So uh, that's why it says asluhuma al mubtada'u wal khabar. But the next one, أفعال تتعدى إلى مفعولين ليس أصلهما المبتدأ والخبر وهي أعطى. So it will have two مفعول بهs now. ليس أصلهما مبتدأ خبر. It is not originally not a sentence before. It was not a sentence before. Right? It was not a sentence before. And what are those? أعطى manaha. It's something relating to give someone, to give someone something. Like a'ata, he gave. So he'll give someone something. So we take two maf'ulun, right? I gave Hamid a book. So a'taytu Hamidan kitaban. Correct? So it's relating to giving. Manaha is also to grant. Wahaba to grant. Kasa is to give someone to wear something. Sa'ala to ask a question. So you ask something, someone. Or not ask question, but to ask him for money, I guess. Albasa to make him wear something like kasa, same like kasa. Nahu wahabal mu'minul miskina malan. What? The mu'min, wahaba is the verb and mu'min is the file. Al miskina mafulun bi awwal, mafulun bi thanin. Correct? So al miskina malan. So the mu'min granted, the believer granted the poor man money. Now, if you delete this, al miskin mal, poor man money is not a sentence. So that's why they divide into two types. One, asluhuma mubtada khabar, and this is laysa asluhuma al mubtada wal khabar. Laysa aslahuma al mubtada wal khabar. It is not originally mubtada wal khabar. Kasal ghina al fakhira thawban. Al ghani. The poor man made the poor, I mean, the rich man made the poor man wear a dress. So al fakhira is awal and this is thani. Okay. So ultimately, again, we'll divide into. So mafulun bi awal, you understood, right? It only takes mafulun bi. These are most of the verbs. Most of the verbs take one mafulun bi. But if it takes two, you have to think now. Is it originally a sentence, mubtada khabar, or not originally a sentence? Not a sentence. And if it is a sentence, again, you have to think. Okay. Is it certainty? Vanna, I mean, certainty. And second, or doubt or inclination, Vanna and his sisters, or there's some change going on. You have to think like, okay, if it is a sentence before, if it's all the same, not a sentence, it'll be easy. It's like giving, like ata, or to make him wear something, clothing someone. Okay, clothing, giving, right? So these are so all these totally you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Four subtypes will have two mafulun bihis, two objects, correct? Four subtypes, two objects. Okay, one certainty, and then doubt, change, and then giving, right? One is called afalul qulub, heart. Heart is certainty. They also call heart is, so anytime you see heart, that means yaqeen, the same thing. And then the rujhan. Some people called it, this is called dhanna wa akhawatuha. All these are called dhanna. This is ra'a wa akhawatuha or alima wa akhawatuha. And this is ja'ala wa akhawatuha. Some people call them like that. And this is a'ta wa akhawatuha. And now next thing is ما يتعدى إلى ثلاثة مفاعيل. It takes three objects now. What are those? Ra'a, to see. A'lama, but to see someone, something, as something else, something like that. Yeah. A'lama is to make someone know. So he'll give an example. Amba'a is to inform someone. Akhbara, inform. Khabbara, inform. Haddatha is also inform. Okay. So look here. So inform someone something as something. حدثت المستمع الموضوع مفصلا. I inform the listener about the topic مفصلا, in detail. You see? So this is حدث مفعول به أول, مفعول به ثاني, and مفعول به ثالث. 1, 2. Very rare this is. And 3. 1, 2, 3. So these are the types of فعل متعدي. Third one is very rare. ثلاثة مفاعيل, 3 مفعول به. But generally you can remember the most common is it'll have only one maf'ul bi. If it has two, you have to think about it. Okay, is it certainty, yaqeen, or rujhan, or tahweel, change, or is it just to giving something to? If it's taking two maf'ulun bihis. If it's taking three maf'ulun bihis, then to inform, one of the meanings is to inform something, like Allah informed Muhammad that Khalid is a teacher. I mean, someone informed, right? Zaid informed Muhammad that Khalid is a teacher. So, أعلم زيد خالدا محمدا مدرسا, something like that. Okay, so that is in the meaning of it'll take three maf'ulun bihis. Okay, inshallah ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakallahu khair. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.